Let's go next to Guy from Killeen, Texas. Guy, welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So I had a question that deals a little bit more in like the conspiratorial route regarding like Trump's views on political views.
Okay.
He's never really ever made sense to me as like a because I'm a Democrat, and whenever you hear Democrats speak about Republicans, sometimes you will hear like them take the most extreme views, like on abortion or something, where they say the mother needs to be punished, and you always say that like SNL should be put out of the job because a lot of the things that Republicans do are just beyond parody at this point.
Yes.
So, like, what would make you believe, like, if it ever came out in a book or something after Trump's death or something, that he was, like, just secretly a Democrat all this time, just living that caricature that they've set out for Republicans this entire time, but actually just was elected to the presidency?
I don't. So here's my thought. I don't think that. So here's the thing. The idea of Trump as a secret Democrat doesn't really make sense in the sense that he genuinely did so much damage. Like that would make more sense if Trump, quote, pretended to be a Republican and then became president and did a whole bunch of stuff that Democrats would do. But Trump became president and then did all sorts of horrible things that Democrats would never do. So what I think the scam is that Trump was relatively apolitical. He, based on where he grew up, Queens and Manhattan, he probably was a sort of casual center left guy his entire life. And then he just doesn't have the morals to say, I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. But he said, I'm not going to win the Democratic primary. I can only win the Republican primary. He got some traction with criticizing Barack Obama. And so
Mm-hmm.
he was never a committed or real Republican in a sense. It's just he's developed this character for his political presence out of expediency. But like the secret Democrat idea in the way you're proposing just doesn't really make sense to me.
Okay, yeah. It was also part of that, like what you mentioned, that like maybe he was taking one for the team or something like that in a sense, but okay, that makes sense.
All right, my friend, thank you very much for the call. The audio, I bumped the audio up as much as I could, and hopefully we were able to hear him.